Hi everybody, welcome to our Friday sketch number 30, and today we're going to keep the sketch kind of simple. We're going to use this My Favorite Thing sketch number MFT WSC 170, and I've got pretty much everything pre-cut. This is the stamp set that I'm going to be using. It's from Hero Arts, and it is called the Cardinal Stamp. And I actually got the stamp and die combo, but today we're just going to use the stamps. So the first thing I'm going to do is lay out my branch where the cardinal is going to sit, and to help make sure I have it in the right position, I'm laying down the first stamp in the triple stamping of the bird, so that way I can make sure I have enough room for everything. So once I got everything laid out, I'm going to ink up the branch with chocolate brown ink. And I'm using the Misty so I can stamp everything twice. I want to make sure I have nice crisp colors. Alright, and then I'm going to next lay down the feet, making sure I have it in the right spot once again, because you want to make sure that you don't stamp the feet and then the bird is all off, you know, off the page. That would be very bad. So I'm just going to ink up the feet in the VersaFine Black Onyx ink, stamping it twice again. And then we're going to start with 3 colors. I'm using, let me see, there's lipstick red, wild cherry, and cotton candy. And so for the base stamp for the bird, I'm using the cotton candy. That's going to be my first color, okay? And I'm going to ink it up. Now with this ink, it's so light on the stamp that it's really hard to see that you got full coverage. So that's why I already knew I was going to be stamping a lot of this 2 times. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and pull that off and pull the next step in the order, which is going to give me some more detailing, and I'm just lining it up really so that way I can make sure it's all in the right spot. And I kept making sure that I put my sheet back in the bottom corner, just so that way if it did pull up by accident, I knew it was all still going to line up. So we're pressing down on the red. And I think that's probably the best part about the layer stamping, is in 2 steps with the different colors, you're already getting this added dimension on the stamp set that you normally don't get on, you know, when you're just using one ink to stamp your images. So now on the third one, I'm going with the lipstick red, which is a darker or a deeper red, and it's going to give us some definition. And once again, after I stamp it, I'm inking it up one more time, and then pressing down on that. Alright, and then I'm going to try and pull it up here closer. You can see the definition when you're up close on it. Alright. So the next or the last step is actually his beak and the face part. There's a little stamp for that, and I'm going to ink that up once I have it in place in the VersaFine Black Onyx ink as well. And as soon as you add that, it's almost like that is the finishing touch that it needs to make it pop off the page. Okay. So I'm just going to put the mini Misty off to the side, and at the bottom here I'm just going to put Peace and Love. They're also on the stamp set, and I was just laying it out because on the bottom right hand side there was just a little bit like a graze of red. It must have been on like one of my fingers, so I just wanted to make sure that where I put these 3 stamps, it would cover that up. So I'm going to stamp Love, line this up on my mat, and then I'm gonna take that off, put on the and, and then grabbing the piece. So I worked backwards on this one, but I wanted to make sure that the love was in the right spot. And then there's piece. Alright, so now that our stampings are done, I'm going to go ahead and start laying down our layers. And on this paper collection, I wind up going back to the one that I have been using, I want to say like before the holidays. It was the Vintage Rose Garden. And I'm just putting that on top of brown cardstock. And then I'm going to attach our focal piece here on top of that. And I'm doing everything just with the tape, no layers on this. The two pieces on the side that were on the sketch, I had cut these two pieces of paper from the leftover paper. I'm just using the other side of it, but in laying it out, it looks like it's too thick. So I decided to scrap those, and I'm going to pull my cutter out, grab what was left of that paper, and instead of doing the 1/2 inch, I'm just going to do 1/4. And I think the 1/4 is going to be better. Yeah, I like the 1/4 better. So I'm just tearing it, trying to tear it towards me so that way it leaves a little bit of white. I wanted that. And then I'm just going to layer these on and have one be a little bit longer on the bottom. I'm going to tape it up real quick and then lay it down. And then we're going to lay down our bottom one, making sure that it's just a little bit longer on the one side. And now I'm showing you, I don't know if you can see it on there, but I have some rough edges on my card base. So you could use the sanding block to take it off. I always use like the little nail file. It just takes off the little bit of edges, or little, what do you want to call them, like little fur balls on your card. It just means that your trimmer blade needs to be changed, and instead of changing it, I'd just rather do that real quick, make it go a little bit longer. I'll probably wind up changing it after the new year. So once we have it folded, I'm going to go ahead and tape up our base piece right here. And once it's taped up, we're going to lay it down on our base. And really and truly, the card is done, okay? But I was thinking, I have these Spectrum Noir glitter pens. This one is a ruby red, and it goes perfect with the colors that I've chosen here. So I'm just hitting on certain spots to give it just a hint of the glitter. And then on the clear one, I put it on the face, and then I also went around the bird with that. So if you don't have the color Spectrum Noir marker, or if you have the Wink of Stella clear, you can use those on that, and it just gives it just a little bit of interest. Alright, so there we have our sketch on the right and our finished card on the left. Alright then, so thank you guys for joining me. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and share button. And I will see you guys with our next video, which will be this Sunday, which is going to be our first video of the new year. So you guys be safe out there and have a great day.